say your name and where you're from.
I'm No Franco, and I'm from down in California.
What are your top 5 favorite movies?
Ooh, Step Brothers, Rook of the Year, Sandlot, The Interview, and probably, this last one's a good one. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2.
Why those? Why Step Brothers #1?
Step Brothers is #1. It's the best movie of all time. I'm a big Will Ferrell fan. Like any movies, and I'm automatically watching that one. And then the other ones, again, I can't like step away from baseball. It's like what I think about. And Rook of the Year has like a good setting with Rowan Gardner just throwing shed and then throwing lollipop changeups. But then what was the next one I said? Interview. Oh, with James Franco and Seth Rogen. Another one. I'm a big Seth Rogen fan. And The Interview it's just like very fun. I like comedy movies like that, with like those humorous type ones. And then Guardians of the Galaxy just has. I'm a big Marvel fan as well. Marvel with them, and then Chris Pratt, good actor, good group.
Deeper 5 comedies.
Okay.
We know Step Brothers is #1.
Step Brothers, The Interview. Is it called? Oh, the Campaign. Campaign's a good one. Oh, it's one with James Franco, Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill. It's like the end of the world. Yeah, I forgot what it's called.
What was it called?
Oh,
This is the end.
This is the end. There we go. That's the one. Yeah, that one. And then probably the last one. Oh, Twas the Night Before with Seth Rogen.
Pretend baseball team in one day.
So I've seen those clips on YouTube. That's where I saw them. I haven't seen him anywhere else. I just saw the clips on YouTube, and like whenever he would hop on a helicopter straight from one field to the another. That's where I saw that, but I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the clips anywhere else.
What's your favorite baseball team?
Dodgers.
And why the Dodgers?
Hometown team. I've always just been a big fan of them ever since I was young, like really young. I've only been going to Dodger games, no Angel games.
Who's your favorite player?
Right now, on the Dodgers, it's Mookie Betts, but in all of MLB right now, it's got to be Shohei Ohtani.
Older players that you look up to?
History would probably be like Randy Johnson. Other ones is like you don't see like a lot of stuff, but like you just hear the stories of Babe Ruth and all them. Probably like just Randy Johnson. Like it's just like when you see videos of him throwing, it's just like a big 6'10", 6'11" guy just throwing, just like coming in hot. You don't really see that anywhere else.
You know he's a photographer on the side?
Yes. I think that's what he does now for a living, right? Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what got you to like baseball. What was it that drew you to it?
It's always been around me. Like since I was really young, I just pick up a bat or like a stick and just start swinging it on the left side. I'm like naturally right-handed, but that's what my parents let me keep my left side. They just never switched me back to like, oh, he's right-handed, so make him go on the other side. But I just started swinging on that side, and they just never told me anything. Started throwing with my left hand, they never told me anything. So luckily, that's like helped me out. But it's been pretty fun, just like seeing how much I've like progressed over the years and how fun it was like before with like not having an idea where it could really take you, just playing the game, and just the older I get, the more understanding I have of what's going on.
What's your favorite music?
Rap. I'm a big rap guy.
So who are the 5 best rappers?
So we're gonna go Drake, Gunna, 21 Savage, Rod Wave, Hmm. Oh, then Lil Uzi Vert.
Is it headphones or is it like on
Headphones, headphones on blast in the car. It's the same. It's just like the same. It's the same cycle going over. It's just like a playlist with all of them combined, and it's just like cycling through. So it's just like I keep adding and adding music.
And do you write any rap lyrics?
No, no, I can't. I can't. Like that's just a gift. That's a gift you can't really learn. Just being able to rap and freestyle like that, and to be able to write like that. Yeah, that only select people who are able to do.
What favorite food?
Ooh, favorite food is probably it's a Mexican dish called it's called mole. So it's like rice and chicken, but the part is like it's like how can I explain it? It's like a little bit spicy the sauce, but it looks like it like tastes like chocolate. So yeah, it's hard to explain unless you try it. But if you go to like a Mexican restaurant, like they could try to make it, but it's way better the way my grandma makes it.
And when did your grandma introduce you to that?
Probably like when I was like 7, 8, and then just like I just kept eating it more and more, and that's just been my favorite dish. Like anytime I go home, and anytime I call my grandma, I'm about to go home for break. That's the first thing she tells me. She's like, "The day you get here, I already have I'm gonna have your dish ready." Favorite place I've ever been, like anywhere? Probably Sweden.
And what stood out about that?
Like the environment. I was around like just the people. They're like really nice to like to the newcomers and like visitors. So the food was really good. The housing, like it was just like the houses were like nearly the same, like really close together, nearly the same. Then just the city. That's just like looking around the city, like how it would be like if you lived in this part of Europe. I really liked that. It would be like a place I would like to visit again.
What about a favorite place that you've never been that you'd like to?
Dubai. My mom's been there a couple of times, and it's like it looks so cool just seeing it on the phone or like seeing like pictures online, videos online. That's a place that I have on my wish list.
Okay. Um, favorite sports moment of the Dodgers? Do you have one of the Dodgers or even one of the
Oh
ball
yeah, so I was at the game. So I was at every home World Series game in 2017 and every home World Series game in 2018. So I was at the game where it went 18. It was 18 innings. So I was there from Dodgers BP at 12 to the last pitch. So I was there for a full 12 hours and 57 minutes, I think. Yeah, I was there for the entire time, and I did not move one time from my seat.
So you definitely didn't care about pace of game. I mean,
Nope.
12-hour experience was.
I lost track of time. I was watching the game the entire time.
And as I recall, Max Muncy was the hero.
Max Muncy, yeah, left center.
What else stands out about that memory? You're there for 12 hours, and what happened? How'd you pass the time in those 12 hours?
I don't even remember how it went. I just remember Cody Bellinger throwing Ian Kinsler out at home plate, and that's what kept the game tied. And then Max Muncy earlier in his at-bat before, he had a foul home run. There's not much I actually remember from that game other than that happening. And like Nathan Eovaldi throwing like 97 pitches for like 5 innings out of the pen. That's all I remember from that game.
What do you put on hamburgers, hot dogs, sandwiches? Just if you could rank them, mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise, barbecue sauce.
Relish.
Relish is a must.
Relish is a must on hot dogs. Relish or ketchup. I've kind of started liking mustard, but I'm not like fully into it. Haven't fully like really dived into it. But ketchup is a must on hot dogs and burgers. But relish should be only going on hot dogs. It should not be touching a hamburger.
It's interesting. Because Fat Burger makes a good burger.
Yeah.
But it depends on the place. And Five Guys makes a good one with relish on it, but I hear you. So what about when you put? Because I don't like pickles on a burger, but
See, I could do okay. So pickles, I could do pickles on a burger, but once they start getting the type of sauce the relish got, then it's messing up the taste buds.
Ketchup and relish on a hot
I've actually never tried that. I've actually tried mustard and relish, and that was not a great mix. That was just a terrible idea.
Not that this is about me, but I either do mustard and onion or ketchup and relish. And usually I do one hot dog, one with mustard and onion, and the other with ketchup and relish. So give the ketchup and relish combo a try, and then let us know how it worked out.
So then, are you a tomato guy too? Tomatoes on burgers? Because I know people who just like automatically are no tomatoes.
I do tomatoes.
Yeah, I do tomatoes too.
Okay, now let's get away from me. Eggs. How do you like your eggs?
Scrambled.
And do you do anything else to it? Is there pepper? Is there cheese? Is it
Straight. I'm a really dry guy. Cause then we go just nothing on the eggs, and then say we're doing pasta. I'll just take the pasta with butter, nothing on top, no red sauce.
Do you eat one item at a time, or do you eat bites of different types of the food that are available in that setting?
Oh, I go one by one. Like say I go to Panda, I have to eat my orange chicken first, and then I start eating my main. So once I
Rice
like
with every bite, or I'm just curious about how you go about. It sounds like you like compartmentalize. You'll eat all of one thing and then all of another thing.
yeah, like I'll go section by section. But then once the orange chicken, once the quantity starts to shrink, and that's when I start mixing it with the rice. So then you get you get the orange chicken sauce on the rice. Now that makes it the best part.
Is it a relationship killer if you like go on a date and then somebody sees you eat in that manner and they're like, what is going on with that? That's not acceptable. Are there things that would be like deal breakers?
I don't think so. I haven't heard any of that yet. So I think I'm doing it right. Hopefully.
All right. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah.
And what's the reason?
Well, because it's bread, and it's a piece of bread. And it cuffs, and something, because something goes in between. Something's in between the two breads.
So a friend of yours, Dean Moss, who's our teammate, emphatically answered that probably more quickly than any question we asked him. He said, absolutely not. That is not a sandwich.
So why do you say it's not a sandwich?
He didn't give a reason except that it's not acceptable that a hot dog's a hot dog. But there are people who feel the way you do.
Yeah, if something's in between, it goes into the category of a sandwich. It's two things, and anything. No, not anything. It has to be some type of edible subject. Then it turns into the sandwich.
But a taco wouldn't qualify because it's a shell and it's not bread.
Yeah, no, it's got to be bread.
Okay, what if it's flatbread? Folded over.
It's got to be bread that's got some fluff.
Okay. Now you're losing me though. Flatbread not being a sandwich is that. Do you have a great quote that you think of or that you know that stands out in your mind? Is there a great quote that you can recite or repeat that you've heard or that you know or that you like?
I mean, I got one. It's got an explicit word in it.
Okay, we'll bleep it out. Let's hear it. What do you got?
Nobody gives a beep.
That's it?
Yeah.
Anything follow that?
Nope.
What, if anything, do you collect?
Shoes. I've been like, my brother's he's a big shoe collector, so he's the one who really like showed me like the steps how to do it, and now I think I've like gotten a pretty good collection. I can't really compare to his type of collection, but I'm getting there.
Are they sneakers mainly?
Yes.
Give us a little bit more specific. High tops, low tops.
I'm not a big high top guy, but like sometimes I like sneak. Well, when I'm in California, and he's not there, then I like sneak over to his room and grab some high tops to go like lift in, because they're really comfortable and like gives me some good ankle movement. So he's just got a big variety, but I'm more of a low tops type of guy, like with dunks. I'm a big dunks fan. Those are like the majority of my shoes. Dunks are, got a couple pair of Yeezys. I'm a big Yeezy fan as well. But then,
they're going out of style pretty quick.
Yeah. Then if you consider these sneakers, I'm a big Hey Dude fan. I probably got like 9 pairs at the house. Yep, 9 pairs of Hey Dudes.
What's your favorite class in school? And even it can be one from back in the past. What grade? And maybe it was a teacher, but favorite class and why?
Favorite class and why? I'll say probably stats, cause stats and like the teacher it's with, cause like it's just like pre-calc was a little difficult. After algebra 2, it gets a little difficult when you're trying to like apply that and be able to like interpret that with other stuff as well. So when I switched over to stats, I was really able to adapt to that really quickly, and I understood it very quickly. So I'll say I'm like really good at stats, and especially with a teacher who it's with, he's able to interpret it even better with the analogies he uses with mainly like sport types of analogies. So it's really easy to understand.
Fantastic. I tell people that you would like to see made. What's either a movie or a show or even an entire channel of something that's like, as far as you know, isn't in the world, and that you'd like to see happen? Take your time. Cause right now I'm really big into watching, into watching like selling the OC and like those type of real estate like the real estate agent shows. Yeah, I've finished that one, selling Tampa, and that's like within like the past week. So probably like another type of show like that in that type of category, would be pretty fun to watch. And then mixing that in with selling cars, because I'm a big car fan as well. So people who are selling, is it the selling part that excites you? Is it
Yeah, it's the selling part and being able, and like looking at the houses that they're selling. That's the part that excites me. Like
so
when it
it's
starts.
almost like you can live vicariously, through that show. It's like, would I buy that or something?
Yes.
I'd like to be able to.
And then stuff like maybe try and take out the dialogue and like the side stories, because people are watching that show to like see the houses that are in full effect.
So the people get in the way of the
Yeah, like I'm here to watch the houses. I'm not here to hear about the stories that are going on at home.
So what style of house is like jumping out at you as you see that?
Modern houses. I'm a big modern house guy.
How do you keep your room where you live and stay? Are you a neat person?
I'm a neat person. It's pretty tidy. I don't like when everything is like out of order. Because then when it starts getting out of order, then I start like tensing up. Then I like quickly have to like fix it up just so I could be back into working better.
Slight OCD about it?
Slight OCD, yeah. Not major. Not where it's like I'm flipping out if something's out of order.
So I'm going to call you out on. So yesterday, how uncomfortable were you for all the shoes that were like just lined up all over the floor?
I'm not gonna be throwing names. Oh no, that's fine. When the shoes are lined up like that, that's fine. Not throwing names, but occasionally shoes will be spread out. Like we try to like tidy it up, but then it gets tidy, but then after a couple of days, it just gets back to its ordinary.
So you're fairly tolerant as a roommate, but you yourself try to keep it all.
Yeah, I mean like, I can't like it's hard to like try to change how they do it, so I let them do what they do. But for me, like I'll put my shoes will be up against the wall, and then I don't want to move their stuff where they won't be able to like find it and then create conflict. So then I'll just leave it where it is. Just make sure my stuff is nice and clean.
Make your bed every day or how often?
It depends. If I didn't snooze my alarm, I'll make it my bed.
How often you snooze your alarm?
Not that often. There's occasions where I just have to. Like there's some mornings where you just do not want to get out of bed or take the blankets off.
Do you have any mental health like tips or observations? Just shifting series for a second. Stuff that people who are going through it or things that even you might have even endured at some point in your life and how you managed and how other people could or should.
Yeah, from luckily I haven't I haven't had to go through this, but like stuff to do is just like find someone like you're able to talk to, like try to find someone who you don't have to hold it back with, like just let your emotions speak and have someone who will listen, Because the big part is for like another person just to listen and not really do more of the talking. Like that part, you have to be the listener and like go along with what they're saying, just to like free them from mind space. Because a big part of it is just mind space.
Team going to be then, and then what kind of person are you going to be in that pipeline and in that clubhouse and with the others who are along as part of that journey?
That's a good question. I think it'll just be. I mean, I'll still carry out the same. I'll still have like those inner idea like what real fan I am, but at the end of the day, it's the ones who will put you in that situation where how you're saying like those other teams who will draft you. It's like if they're going to be the ones paying you to be part of their program, then you're going to have to do what you have to do to stay in your position.
And what kind of guy will you be with your teammates? How are you with teammates in clubhouse? What kind of influence are you? What kind of example do you set?
I'm good. Like I'm like a friend. I'm like a really friendly guy in the clubhouse and with my teammates. But at the same time, with being friendly, you also have to be like that leader type. Because at the same time, I'm not a big fan of like losing. I like to win. So sure, I'll be friendly. But then when we gotta start tidying things up, then that's when I'll like go into that leader mode and like help others. Because I'm also like I'm selfless. So I'll help others like get back into being that like tip top and like being in shape, back to how we usually are.
Do you have any superstitions or good luck charms and approaches that you have in your game?
Yeah. Like putting on my when I'm about to go hit when I'm in the dugout getting ready to go hit, I put my left bang glove on and then I put my helmet on, and then after my helmet, put my elbow guard on. Then I put my right bang glove on, and then I do that. Then when I get up to the plate, I step in. I go around the umpire, step in with my left foot, then step in with my right foot, then tap, and then I'm ready. And then when I'm pitching, when I'm about to get on the mound, I'm done warm-ups and I'm about to get onto the mound back. I swipe twice and then I tap with my left foot twice. I don't know. I don't know why I started doing that. I don't know where it came to me. Just one game I did it and I had a really good game, so then I just carried it out. But then when I start getting into a slump at the plate, then I do everything in reverse. Yeah, you got to reverse it all to see if that will work. And then once you reverse it, you stay with that reverse program until the process starts over, and then you reverse to how you started.
Hey, whatever works for you.
Exactly. So whatever works, and you got to carry that out.
How does that tie into, have you timed it? How does that work in a universe with a pitch clock?
Ooh. I think putting that in with the pitch clock, you just got to have a faster process, like a way faster process. You got to be way quicker than that.
What do you think of robot umpires, robot referees, computers doing a lot of these different things?
I say I'm in for that because human error, sometimes it gets pretty bad with these umpires, but with the robot umpires, as you're seeing, the player could challenge the call, and it gets put up on the big screen, and it's straight VAR type. How you'll see in soccer or tennis, it's straight VAR. So now it could just get changed without the umpires or getting it being transferred to New York.
And pitch clock, how do you feel about that?
Games are going a lot quicker now. So now there's no long games going on anymore. But I think pitch clock, they got to be more loose with the in between rules, with the hitter having to step in and looking at the pitcher within 8 seconds.
Do you watch live sports on TV much, and if so, what do you watch the most?
If I watch more live sports, it'll be for right now with the playoffs going. When it's playoff time, it's we watch those games. But regular season, it's iffy. But college baseball is really what I watch at the house. We just cycle. Having ESPN Plus, you're able to just go game from game. So that's really the main thing we watch.
And what's the reason you watch that the most?
I personally think it's more exciting to watch than big league games, because these are basically grown men using metal bats, and you're just seeing Friday night, Saturday night guys just throwing fuzz, having elite off speed. It's just fun to watch with these type of hitters.
So which of those jump out at you as one that you'd say that's pretty interesting. I'd like to actually get more content in some of those categories. Any of them jump out at you?
The ball game one probably because like for me being like a really big fan of baseball, just like eating, sleeping, breathing baseball is like that would be the one that really bring my attention to.
And so as we look at it and think about doing things like Dusty Baker's story and Hank Aaron's story and Rick Monday, the day that he grabbed the flag from those guys in the field who were burning the flag. But to modern day guys, Mookie Betts and telling his backstory and showing what he's like on and off the field. And getting people to sort of understand these dudes out of uniform, how they tick and what they're all about. Even the modern houses that they have and that they built and stuff like that. Looking at fast pitch and softball and how that's emerging. So are there any specific things in that realm that would be more appealing to you than others that you'd like to see us pursue?
Probably like seeing how it would be like seeing the people off like after hour, like the guys who already retired, like what they do now on a daily basis with not having to be at the field every day, like just and then seeing like how it is at home, like their home life. Just that would be pretty fun to watch.
Excellent. So we have this this notion of when you propose an idea yourself and how we bring those ideas to life and get them supported. So I want you to think a little bit more about this one. So now this GoatNet is this thing. It's I want you to look in the camera. I want you to say GoatNet, lights, cameras, greatness, and then I want you to propose something. Think a little bit about a person specifically. Maybe it's just in that what you just were thinking about. I want to see something specific about maybe this person off the field, what they're doing, who they are, how they tick. Maybe it's a role model. Maybe it's a young player you just want to learn more about. Maybe it's a manager. But first thing I want you to do, look in the camera. I want you to say GoatNet, lights, cameras, greatness. And then I want you to try to think of something where you're like the executive producer of the idea. Frankly, by the way, it can be about the IMG Academy and all the players on this team and what that story should look like. One episode, reality on all of you dudes and what you've tried to accomplish together. Go.
GoatNet, lights, cameras, greatness. Wait. So how do I start? All right. How do I start the next part?
The next part, I just want you to.
How do I start? No, how do I start it though? I didn't know how to start it.
You did the other part just fine. So this other thing, I want you to just basically say, it would be really cool.
Oh, okay.
GoatNet would make a show about whatever you say.
All right, I got you. GoatNet, lights, camera, greatness. I think it would be pretty cool if GoatNet created a show or like a documentary type of like the national team at IMG Academy, and after going the first season 25-0 this year in IMG Academy history, what would it be like coming into the next season or season after that, like how that team would train for that and the upcoming season to see if they could overcome and repeat that same season that we just had this past season.